Good evening, sports fans. We're live from Mel Ingram Field. It's going to be senior night here tonight, and we're going to go ahead and carry that live for you, so we'll turn it over to the public address announcer. Well, he jumped right in, and now he's gone quiet for a moment, but tonight, here we go.
Senior we'd like to honor tonight is the goalkeeper, 00 Will Matea. Will's parents are Aaron and Brian Matea. Will would like to thank his parents and all of his coaches, especially Paul Williams. When asked who is most likely to forget their cleats before the game, Will said Grayson Erickson. When asked who would make the worst referee on the team, he said Coach Will and Coach Mikey. Who's the best at pretending they weren't the one who fouled? Winner of that is Cashel Bost. What is your secret pregame ritual? 5-hour energy. Thanks, Zabin. Favorite memory of the team is playing at Providence Park. 00 goalkeeper Will Matea. Next up, senior number 3, Terrence Blair. His parents are Elizabeth and Thomas Blair. Parents would like to thank his parents, Thomas and Elizabeth Blair, his coaches, Will Daniels, Mikey Taylor, Jason Holtz, Paul Williams, Trinidad Gonzalez, and the Ashling Grant for supporting him his whole soccer career. Most likely to forget their cleats before a game, Grayson Erickson. Who on the team would make the worst referee? Drew Towns. Who's best at pretending they weren't the one who was fouled? Cashel Bost. What is your secret pregame ritual? Finding my family in the stands. Favorite memory of the team? When John chipped his tooth in the Roseburg game. Number 3, Terrence Blair. Next up, senior number 6, Daniel Jacobo. His parents are Esmeralda and Rogelio Jacobo. He would like to thank his family, coaches, friends, and girlfriend for supporting him. Most likely to forget their cleats. So far it's unanimous. Grayson Erickson. Who on the team would make the worst referee? That would be Branson. Who's best at pretending they weren't the one who was fouled? Stratton. What is your secret pregame ritual? Watching messy highlights and listening to Yeet. Favorite memory of the team is when John chipped his tooth in the Roseburg game. Number 6, Daniel Jacobo. Must have been quite a tooth chip. Next up, senior number 8, Joshua Holtz. His parents are Shaney and Jason Holtz. Josh would like to thank his parents for their endless support. His coaches, Jason Holtz, Travis Boersma, Will Daniels, Mikey Taylor, Trinidad Flores, Paul Williams, and Mark Boss for teaching me to have a strong work ethic and good character. And finally, most importantly, his brother Jake for getting him into the game of soccer. Most likely to forget their cleats before a game, Branson, a.k.a. B11 Young. Who on the team would make the worst referee? Tata or Jonathan, because he is too nonchalant. Who's the best at pretending they weren't the one who fouled? Really, anybody besides Stratton. What's your secret pregame ritual? Putting on wrist tape and practicing celebrations with Cash Boss that we never do. Favorite memory of the team is watching John highlights after a big win and all the pregame locker room sessions. Number 8, Josh Holst. Next up, number 10, Wyatt Lowry. He's with his parent, Noah Lowry. He would like to thank his family and coaches for pushing me to be the best and supporting him throughout the years. Most likely to forget their cleats before a game, Grayson Erickson. Who on the team would make the worst referee? Hata, Jonathan. Who's best at pretending they weren't the one who fouled? Stratton. Secret pregame ritual. Listen to music and eating a banana. Favorite memory, the long bus rides home after a win. Number 10, Wyatt Lowry. Next up, number 13, Jonathan Perez Ortiz. His parents are Ida and Hilver Perez. He would like to thank his family, friends, and coaches. Most likely to forget their cleats before a game, Grayson Erickson. Who on the team would make the worst referee? John Hobson. Who's the best at pretending they weren't the one who fouled? Dante Finn, because it's never his fault. What is your secret pregame ritual? Watching Vinny Jr. highlights. Favorite memory of the team is when we went to the Family Fun Center and played golf. I got last place. Number 13, Jonathan Perez Ortiz. Next up, number 14, John Hobson. His parents are Josie and David Hobson. John would like to thank all of his coaches, Will, Mikey, Ashlyn, and Jason. Who's most likely to forget their cleats before a game? I think it's a clean sweep. That's Grayson Erickson. Who on the team makes the worst referee, would make the worst referee? Stratton. Who's the best at pretending they weren't the one who fouled? Stratton. What is your secret pregame ritual? Clash Royal. Favorite memory of the team? Any long bus ride after a win. Number 14, John Hobson. On behalf of head coach Will Daniels, we'd like to thank our seniors and their parents for their time and dedication putting into making Grants Pass High School and Grants Pass High School boys soccer a better team and a better place. Thank you.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the seniors that comprise the 2025 edition of the Grants Pass Cavemen. As a guy who's just had a little bit of an opportunity to watch them in action this year, I must say it has been a pleasure that this team plays with a lot of grit, a lot of determination, and they play with a lot of heart. And they're the type of team, you know, that you're going to have to carry your lunchbox to the pitch because you're in for an all-day workout. So you have out there, once again, the seniors for Grants Pass. Number 3 is Terrence Blair. In the keeper shirt, 00, Will Batea. Danny Jacobo is number 6. Josh Holst is number 8. Wyatt Lowry wears number 10. Jonathan Perez Ortiz, number 13. And John Hobson is number 14. It's always kind of fun during these introductions also to get a little insight to who some of the jokesters are and who are some of the guys that just always seem to provide a good laugh for the team. So they're posing for photographs down there. And then with the coach and with their families. And again, here we are, senior night, and the Cavemen are getting ready to take on the Roseburg Indians. Cavemen come in batting .500 in terms of wins and losses at 3-3, have 5 draws on the season. Meanwhile, the Indians come in with a record of 2 wins, 7 defeats, and 2 draws. This is the second meeting between the two teams this season. Back on September 22nd at Roseburg, Grants Pass took a 2-1 victory. Right now, the Cavemen riding a 2-game or 2-match to use the proper soccer parlance. 1-0 winner over Sheldon back on the 8th. And then a 6-0 victory over at North Medford on Monday. Meanwhile, Roseburg coming in, having suffered a 2-1 defeat against the South Medford Panthers on Monday. A week ago, 1-0 winners against South Medford. Well, we're just a couple minutes away from the beginning of tonight's match, but look forward to bringing that your way. Of course, this is made possible in part by our many sponsors that allow us to present these streams to you free of charge. Of course, we invite you to become one of the over 4,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel, and you get notifications on your computers and mobile devices anytime we have an event going live. Kind of handy to have if you can't be at the game and you want to follow along with the action. Right now, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
The horn has sounded. The clock is down to 0 on the scoreboard. And meanwhile, we'll go ahead and put up our John L. Scott scoreboard. The officials are taking the field. I invite you to stay tuned at halftime. We'll have updates for you and first half highlights. And that comes to you courtesy of the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. The Fall Activities Guide is out now with sports leagues, classes, and activities for all. Visit playmedford.com to learn more. The starting lineup being introduced for the roster for the Roseburg Indians is being introduced. The Indians, coached by Alexander Ferreri, come in with a record of 2-7-2. Their wins coming against Eagle Point and against North Medford. Grants Pass, their 3 wins, coming in 2 of them in the last week. They had a win over Roseburg on the road back on the 22nd of September, and then a win against Sheldon, and come in fresh off of a victory over North Medford. And again, 5 draws on the season. And I tell you what, this caveman defense is stingy. You throw out the 5-3 loss about 9 days ago against South Medford, and on a number of matches, well, they'd given up 2 against Roseburg. Right now, they have 2 clean sheets in a row. And as a matter of fact, have posted 5 shutouts on the season. The entire roster for Roseburg. Roseburg will be wearing their home blue uniforms with white numerals. Roseburg in their road whites with black numerals and orange trim. Have a nice vantage point up here in the press box here at Mel Ingram Field, and have Dan Hartwell, my cameraman, just right in front of me, getting you the pictures. And right now, what we'll go ahead and do is take a break for the and for a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
The playing of our national anthem. Both teams now headed for their respective benches for last-minute instructions. Grants Pass on senior night would love nothing more to get themselves over the 500 mark. As they come into tonight's match, they sit in fourth place in the Southwest Conference with a 3-3-4 record. Just ahead of them, Willamette with a 4-1-4 record. South Medford second at 5-3-2, and South Eugene at 3-3-1. Or 8-1-1, I should say. Yeah, ladies, make no mistake. Guys aren't so great when they try to multitask, and you caught me in the act there. But before we get things underway and we hear the teams, their chants before they take the field, we want to thank our sponsors for making tonight's coverage possible, including the Lithia Superstore on Highway 62, your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles and trucks. Our title sponsor is Lithia Superstore. The Indians have taken the field, and they will move from left to right from where we sit. The Cavemen in blue will go from right to left. It's great to be here with you all. We hope that you enjoy tonight's match as we bring you the Cavemen on senior night against the Indians. Officials surveyed the field, and we're underway. The Indians, booming kick that ends up to the left of the pitch and out of bounds. Terrence Blair starting tonight, outside back for the Cavemen. He's going to get ready to take care of the throw-in, looking in the direction of Jonathan Perez Ortiz. Another throw-in for the men in blue. Looking downfield, and that's going to wind up in the defensive third for the Indians. They'll clear it out. Now Branson Young trying to run into it. We got a little bit of a foot race to the ball going on. Young tries to swing it left. Therefore, Roseburg is Cole Kitka. There in the right back spot, booting it, is number 12, Cameron Faulkner. Free kick awarded to Stratton Dennis and Company. He'll get ready to send it away. Big booming kick over toward the right, over in the direction of Hobson. Running onto it, Alexander Howard. Roseburg with 9 seniors of their own this evening. So there's a pretty fair amount of experience on both sides of the pitch this evening. Indian throw. Hulst had it for a moment. Roseburg gets it back. Trying to swing it upfield for Roseburg is Tyson Jewett. Taken away, and there, a pair of opposites get the foot on the ball simultaneously, and it'll be a Caveman throw. They'll try to swing it in. Header there by Roseburg to clear it out. And now breaking away from the pack, the Indians with it. Now a foot race to the ball. Matea is going to come way off his line. And I've called my decent share of high school soccer over the years, and I'd have to say Matea, one of the seniors being honored here tonight, is one of the best that I've seen. He's got a good sense of judgment for when he can come out and come off his line to come out to a ball. And that's one of those things you know, you can't guess so. It's either like you got to either do it or, you know, in a sense, die trying. And seems like he's almost always there to make the play. And again, if you need any further evidence, the fact that Grant's Pass has 5 shutouts to their credit. Of course, defense obviously figures very much into that picture. But a good collective effort, and it's always good to have a guy cleaning up in the back. They're going to try to work that center. Roseburg still keeping possession of the ball right in the center of the pitch. Now trying to work at center. Roseburg. That's Kitka trying to work it in traffic, but too many Cavemen around the ball. And again, this Caveman squad defends very well. Taking it for Roseburg, David Schmid is number 7. Caveman with the clearance. Broken up by Ian Landeros, number 10 for Roseburg. Now they'll try to kick it toward the middle, and that is cleared out. And it'll be a throw for the Indians. Matea with the ball. Quickly gets it away. Finds a teammate. Over there with a fight for the ball, that's Perez. He'll boot it out. Last touched by the Caveman. Throw into traffic. Grant's Pass trying to get it out of there. But the Indians there. A lot of traffic right there in the defensive third for the Cavemen. Roseburg trying to fight to get it out. Perez over there. He shielded off the ball. Now a kick across the face of the goal, and now cleared out by Grant's Pass. Now a throw in. Got a couple of players there. Getting his noggin on it was Kitka. Grant's Pass throw. Number 7, that's Drew Towns. Ball booted out. Stratton Dennis getting to the ball first. He'll work the left side of the pitch. Works it up for Towns. He's taken off the ball by Faulkner. Landeros with it. Dishes off. Now right up the right side. They're in the middle of the pitch. Roseburg going to try to take a shot, and there to smother it for the Cavemen is Will Matea. Low line drive kick. Battle for the ball. Holst is over there for Grant's pass. Then Kitka for the Indians. Holst, Towns, Hobson trying to run onto it. Roseburg clearing up, but Branson Young is there. Now they'll work it right side. Kicking over in the direction of Hobson, but out of bounds it'll go. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros supports the communities that support them. And for over 60 years, Abby's Pizza, there's no better place to go than Abby's Pizza to make memories and make new ones tonight at Abby's. Almost 8 minutes into the match. At this point, possession has tended to favor the Indians. Lowry's going to dish it off to the right side. Now they'll switch it left. Young. There on it is Bolst. And now Hobson going to try to run onto it. He's there on the right wing. Grant's pass trying to bring numbers forward. And this kick way over the frame. And the first touch of the night for Martin Hires, the goalkeeper for Roseburg. Looks like one of his backs will go ahead and take care of the goal kick. Bouncing upfield it goes. Work it, middle of the pitch. Cashel Bost is number 9. Over there for Roseburg, number 4, Tyson Jewett. It'll be a throw-in for the Cavemen. Bost looking left. Jacobo there. Gets a few touches on it. And now they're going to try to work it in for Hobson. Hobson making a break toward the goal. Can't quite get it there. And now it's going to go the other way. Roseburg with it. Lenderos. And they'll go ahead and work it over onto the right wing. Ball in traffic. Grant's pass gets defensive numbers back. And enough to wall the attempt. And now a foot race to the ball. Bost wasting no time getting back there. And actually that's Hulst there. Hulst is number 8. Throw in for the Indians. David Schmidt is number 7. They try to work it over to the left wing. Back there defensively is Terrence Blair. Indians with the throw in. Looking for a place to go. Get some good distance on it. Grant's pass trying to clear with a couple of headers. Looked like Young doing a good job there of blocking the potential attempt. Roseburg's number 6 is Peterson. Throwing over to the right side for Roseburg is Cameron Faulkner. Now it's Grant's pass trying to get something going, but running back is Kitka. Hobson hustling back to meet him. They'll battle for the ball. Going to send it back to the keeper, Hires. Hobson applying pressure. Now we've got a pair of cavemen there, and booting it out, Hires upfield. Towns runs onto it. Bost, Lowry, and it is cleared out by Roseburg's Zeke Lander. Senior defender, right there in the middle of that back line for the Indians. Some good height there, something you always like if you can get it in a center back. That and somebody who is a fierce competitor. Ball's going to skip upfield. Hires will run onto it and pick it up. Hires, high kick that lands toward midfield. Jacobo onto it. Now Hobson trying to feed for Grants passes number 8. That is Josh Hulst. Young there to intercept. Stratton Dennis, he'll be whistled for the foul. Free kick to the Indians. Getting set to take care of it will be Aaron Familio. Junior midfielder. Ball booted high in the air, wide of the frame, but there to catch the pop-up is Will Matea. He's going to give a long kick upfield. Getting a foot on it is Hulst. Towns is also there. Towns controlling it. Boston that mix. Now Towns try to run upfield. Running back with them defensively for Roseburg as Aaron Familio. Coming into tonight, Grants pass. 4th in the league in goals allowed with 11. South Eugene leading the way. They've only given up 6 on the year. Willamette 8 and Sheldon 9. Roseburg has surrendered 25. North Medford, having given up 37 on the year, bringing up the rear. Controlling the ball, Bost. He'll send it back. Stratton Dennis. Now he's got some space to work in, and we'll work it upfield, looking for, I believe that's Hobson there. Hulst over on the right wing, going to try to poke it away. Flag comes up. And out. Today's game is brought to you by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events, and by Hard Insurance, providing personal and business coverage in Grants Pass and Medford. Roseburg on the attack. Jacobo trying to gum things up. Familio with the ball, and now dishes off, and I believe that looks like that's Faulkner there in the middle of that mix. Taken out by Grants Pass. Good footwork there on the attack. And Jacobo will get it back from Hulst. Hulst's going to try to run onto it. Foot race to the ball there. And it'll be a caveman throw. It was kind of funny during senior recognition talking about the different guys who do a good job of making it look like they got fouled. As I recall, it was kind of a divided mix. I believe John Hobson got a nomination, And I think Bost may have gotten a couple. Jacobo with it's going to kick it over in the direction of the net, and smothering it is Hires for Roseburg. Shot on goal, just right where Hires could get to it. Now we got it ping-ponging back and forth. Blair's going to try to run onto it. He's being challenged there by a Roseburg player. Now a ball, got to play near the net. Ball's loose, and there is Matea to the rescue. Matea going to take care of the goal kick. Good strong boot upfield. Ball's loose, and trying to get there is Towns. Towns knocked off the ball by the Indian defense. Looked like there that Lowry got a touch on it last. And it'll be a throw for the Indians. Checking in for Roseburg, number 22 is Marcus Lobo. That height, he has a look of being potentially a good target striker. Blair trying to get to the ball. Ball rolls to Matea. He'll go ahead and kick it out of there. Again, he's showing no fear back there that he, just got right. He had to make sure he hit it and hit it well, and he did. Race to the ball. Grant's pass winning that. That's Lowry there. Jacobo sends it left. Bost. Looked like he got a little bit of a step over in on that. Ball winding its back, way back in the direction of the Indian net. Cameron Faulkner, number 12. He'll give it a ride. Out of bounds, and Jonathan Perez. Well, it looked like he was going to take care of the throw. And now we have a pair of substitutions in the ball game. For Grant's pass, number 18 is Errol Paredes, and 17 is Derek Huffaker. Paredes, the lone freshman on the varsity for Grant's pass, which tells you something about Coach Daniels and his belief in Errol's ability to make contributions at the varsity level. Indians on the move. And Paradis there getting an opportunity to show off his mad running skills. It'll be a throw-in for the Indians. Faulkner will take care of it. We got Brady Faulkner, number 9, in there, along with Cameron Faulkner, number 12. Indians control it for the moment. Ian Landeros is number 10. Cameron Faulkner. And now, ball bounces. Trying to get there. That looked like that might have been Stratton Dennis. Now, trying to run onto the ball. A little foot race going on. Holst. Looked like kicked in the middle of all of that. Bost trying to work it upfield. Indians steal it away, and they end up booting it up into the grandstand. Fans, Road Credit Union is your partner in your financial journey and is proud to partner with Table Rock Sports each year to bring you coverage of your favorite teams. And thank you to Avista Utilities in Southern Oregon for over 15 years in support of our local sports coverage. Grants pass on the move. Roseburg getting back defensively. Trying to work over for Huffaker. Ball bounces. And Martin Hires there to pick it up. The right-footed boot upfield. Onto it is Brady Faulkner. Ball out in the middle of the pitch. And before the Indians can make a goal-scoring tap, getting there before Faulkner was Will Mateja. Meanwhile, going the other way, and they're going to call offsides against the Cavemen. Coming into the match for Roseburg, Alexander Howard comes in. Coming out for a breather will be Trey Brown. Howard wearing number 8. Looking to occupy one of those midfield spots. Ball bounces around. Dennis there. He sends it out. Indian player there. Now they'll try to counter. Taking it away, and we see Gil Miner into the match. Now race downfield, looking for Hulst. Hulst has his kick deflected as he arouses a cheer from the hometown faithful here in Grants Pass. Nice night here in Grants Pass, and after all, they say it's the climate, right? 57 degrees. Describe the weather as partly cloudy in there, a little header, but that ends up popping up over the net. Oh, Roseburg will get set to send it away here with 15 minutes left to go in the first half. Still scoreless in this one. If Grants Pass can keep Roseburg off the board, it would be their 4th consecutive clean sheet. Grants Pass taking the ball away. Huffaker with it now on the left side, looking upfield. Sends a through ball, looking in the direction of Hulst. Out of bounds. Indians with the throw. But there, Errol, they get a noggin on it. Now we got a little race to the ball, but both Gil Miner and Samuel Kruger both recognize, now we're not going to get there in time, and Grants Pass with the throw in, but the Indians win possession. But there's Grants Pass to get it back. Hukai Gil Miner working that right side for the Cavemen. Terrence Blair getting the start over on that side tonight. Checking in for Roseburg. Number 7 is David Schmid back into the match. And number 11 is Trey Brown. Brown there. Little toe tap, and here's Grants Pass with the throw. Running on to it for the Indians. Bouncing kick downfield. That has some velocity on it, but, well, Mateja there. Kicks it out, and we're talking, he kicks it way out, and there is Holst with it, trying to run onto it. But Hires is also there for Roseburg. Loses control of it momentarily, and it's cleared out by the Roseburg defense. It'll be throw-in for Grants Pass over by the Dutch Bros sign. Looks like that may have been bossed on the throw-in, and Indians clear it out. Here's the Grants Pass throw into traffic, and once again, booted away. Caveman substitution, that's Caden Haynes, number 15, checking in. "12 minutes left to go in the first half, and it is still scoreless. Try to work it in for Young. Young, it deflects off of him, and out goes the ball, and here is Martin Hires, junior goalkeeper for the Roseburg Indians, who has been equal to the task this evening. All up in the middle of the field. There is Stratton Dennis. Dennis kicks it long. Roseburg will kick it away. Familio with the touch. Looking over in the direction of David Schmidt. Out of bounds it goes. Here's Grant's pass throw in. And there is Towns. Towns with the ball. True. Kicks it back to the center of the Grants Pass back line. Stratton Dennis with it now. And here for Roseburg, we have a steal by Grants Pass. Bost. And now, quick movement by the Indians. Trey Brown feeding it. And moving with the ball, but getting some opposition there, is Alexander Howard. Ball loose on the turf. Branson Young trying to get there. AR says it will be a Caveman throw. Can the Cavemen get on the board before the intermission? Here's an opportunity. Ball into traffic. Up on his tippy toes is Hires for the denial. Surveys the field, and away goes the kick. Brown. And now they're going to try to work it up the left wing. But good work defensively there by Dennis. He tries to send a through ball up to Huffaker, but it's broken up by the Indians. Familio sending it upfield. They're trying to get it center, but Grant's pass there to break it up. Checking in for the Indians is Ian Landeros. Marcus Lobo will head back to the Indian bench, over to our left. It'll be a Roseburg throw-in. Now Young's going to make his way back and station himself in the middle of the traffic. Ball loose. Cleared out by Grant's pass. Foot race to the ball. It bounces away before anybody can get to it. Cameron Faulkner with the throw in. Header there. I believe that was Towns with it. Little foul on the play there against Kitka. Free kick for the Cavemen. And predictably, we got quite a crowd about 10 yards away from the net. Ball hangs up high in the air. Header by the Indians to clear. Grant's pass, possession, middle of the field. Trying to work in traffic is Jacobo. He ends up falling to his knees as he makes a touch on the ball. Landeros trying to go the other way. Now here's Huffaker. Huffaker has it taken away by Familio. Tries to switch fields, and so it's just kind of going back and forth like a pinball machine right now. Towns looking up the right wing. Young gets there. Kind of a little miss-hit kick there, but it gets the job done from Kitka. Just the main thing is get it out of there, and it gets out of bounds. That'll allow the defense to set up, and now running over towards it, Cameron Faulkner. Bost in a battle for the ball with Brown. Now we've got a little skirmish in front of the net, running over, picking it up. There's Martin Hires to the rescue for the Indians. We have a whistle stopping play and a discussion going on between the lead official and the goalkeeper Hires. Don't you just wish you could mic it up with the official? Well, depending upon how the conversation goes, maybe it's a good thing they don't. Roseburg trying to get something going here. And it'll bounce back to the goalkeeper, Matea. He'll give it a long ride out of there. His team tries to run onto it. Jacobo, look what I found. Tries to work it into a traffic, and the pass maybe just a little bit to the left. The Indians try to clear. Caveman there. Brown up the left side. Ball out of bounds. And it'll be a throw for the Grants Pass Cavemen. Caveman student section giving full-throated support. Lowry checks back into the match for the Cavemen. Also coming in is Boersma. Zeben Boersma, number 11, making his first appearance of the night. Indian throw. 4 minutes and change left to go in the first half. Dennis gives it a high kick. Indians there to collect. And now a big kick out of the back end. Look at the foot race to the ball. Getting over there is Lowry. Lowry and a Roseburg defender, Cole Kitka. And it'll be a free kick for the Indians. Ball lofted high in the air. Huffaker there to meet it. Passes to a teammate. Good footwork there by Hulst. Hulst trying to get away. Has a pair of defenders back there. And now try to work out for the Roseburg. For Roseburg is Brady Faulkner. Huffaker sends it back. Lefty kick up the left side. Met there by Faulkner. Stratton Dennis. Schmid coming on to apply pressure for Roseburg. Young with it. Pop-up kick. It's going to take a couple of bounces. Martin Hires there. He'll let the dust settle momentarily. Near takeaway by Huffaker. Boersma shepherds it out. The throw in. Hulst is there. Hulst with the ball. Has it taken away. Roseburg building up some numbers here. And now a kick. That was a banger, but just a little off target. Looked like it might have possibilities for Roseburg, but it goes sailing off to the right. Matea. Upfield. And it'll bounce out of bounds. Indians trying to control. A little bit of pressure there by Grant's pass. Upline throw. Familio there for Roseburg. Battle going on there with Boersma. Ball bounces away. Matea motioning traffic. Wants his guys upfield. Big booming kick. Manages to keep it in bounds. Does the caveman player. But now, Indians have it. We have a whistle blowing. And this is going to be a Grant's pass throw in. Indians get a little bit of razzing from the hometown student crowd. I'm guessing that's going to be Jacobo with that captain's band, but there with the header to clear it away, that looks like Familio. Well, you got 15 seconds left to go in the half. Race to the ball. Landeros over there for Roseburg. Couple players fall to the turf. One of them being Hulst. Now bouncing ball and the horn sounds. And that will mark the end of one half of soccer. And at least at this point, we end the half the way it began. With zeros on the board. It's Roseburg and Grant's pass. Scoreless at halftime. We invite you to stick around for the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. Did you know that the City of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? Check out the Fall Program Guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. We'll take a break and then we'll be back right here on TableRockSports.net.
Parents,
community members,
anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes, people like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Here at the half, it is the Indians and the Cavemen tied up at 0-0. Looking around at the scoreboard from this evening, no scores to report from the boys 6A ranks, but over in the Mount Hood, we have the match here. And then we got black and blue soccer. We got the Black Tornado at South Medford, and that match got underway at about the same time we did. Now, speaking of that, I suppose what I could always do is go to TableRockSports.net and see if we can't pick up the feed and see what's going on over there. And then as far as North and South goes in their match, it is 0-0. Looks like they're about halfway through there. Oh, we just had a score by North Medford. See if we can't pick up who did that. For the rebuilding Black Tornado, wins and goals have been hard to come by. But we're kind of watching a replay of the match here real quick. Well, that's going to drive me crazy. But anyway, at this point, looks like what we do have is a North Medford 1-0 lead over South Medford. We'll try to get more details on that as it becomes available. Medford Parks and Recreation Department invites you to the Rogue Credit Union Community Complex for open swim, drop-in sports, and sports leagues. And see the events taking place at roguexmedford.com. Join the fun at RogueX. We'll go ahead and pause for a commercial break, and then we'll get you ready for the start of the second half. It is scoreless here at Mel Ingram Field. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place. Close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet, too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Luxurious Karastan flooring. The flooring you need to live beautifully. It's time to enjoy savings with style during the National Karastan Month Journey into Savings event. Get a free Karastep carpet cushion and capture the lowest prices of the season with every purchase. And ask about special zero-interest financing during National Karastan Month, exclusively at both Lippert's Carpet One locations, Medford and Grants Pass.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
So we're confirming for you that North Medford is leading South Medford. That match into the second half. Indians getting set to retake the field. And again, another girls' score to report to you is the scoreless match between the Cavers and the Indians being played up tonight, obviously up in Roseburg. We'll put our John L. Scott scoreboard up here. See if we can't put some numbers on it. In the second half, the Indians in white will move from right to left. The Cavemen, who have not quite yet re-emerged, will move from left to right. And judging by the cheers, here come the Cavemen from their locker room. Cashel Bost, Hukai Gilminer, Will Matea, Branson Young, Stratton Dennis, Danny Jacobo, Wyatt Lowry. Running out there, Drew Towns, Holst with the captain's armband, number 8. John Hobson, and Jonathan Perez Ortiz. Speaking of Perez, he looks like he might be just a little gimped up here, and I don't know. I remember him asking to be taken out. It's rare. You don't ever see him asking for that favor. So it leads me to believe maybe he tweaked his knee or something like that in the first half. But he's out there right now. No question that tonight, on senior night, he'd love nothing more to put up some numbers for the Cavemen. Cavemen looking for their 4th win of the season. There's the whistle. Grants pass with the ball. It is Hobson with it. Defensive pressure there from Familio. He'll dribble across the midfield and now taken by Perez. Ball knocked around. Landeros there. Perez, Young. Working out of the back now, taken away by the Indians. Dennis, though, as if to say, get that out of here. Whistle blows, and it'll be a free kick on the foul. Indians, set piece opportunity here. Ball kicked high and hard, but well over the crossbar. So Matea and the Cavemen will get set to kick it out. Gil Minor there at right back to start the second half. Ball high in the air. Dennis Holst. Indians playing a little possession soccer here. They'll work up Jacobo. Quick one touch. Now up the sideline looking for Perez. Perez just beyond him. Now the Indian throw in. Landeros with it. Looking toward the right side. Over in the direction of Tyson Jewett. Ball kicked away. Indian throw. Little pop-up kick there by Grant's pass. Familio. Foul called. Free kick awarded to Grant's pass. And the familiar refrain of, you can't do that. So on the foul. Free kick. Line drive. Indians there to meet it. Looked like that might be Kitka back there. Yeah, that was Kitka. He's on the right side of that center back line. Over on his left is Zeke Lander, number 23. And then over on the left, that looks like Samuel Kruger over there. Some discussion about where the throw-in will occur. Almost a little kind of a bicycle, kind of a little reverse kick there. Gil Minor fighting for the ball for Grant's pass. That'll be knocked away, and it will be Roseburg ball. Tell you what, you'll be able to tell who the most vocal Grants Pass fans were by who doesn't have a voice at school in the morning. Meanwhile, Roseburg on the move. Whistle blows on the play. Big high kick there. Hobson trying to run onto it. Towns is also over there, but Hobson fighting for possession of the ball. But they'll say John touched it last. And now there is Jacobo to retrieve it. Danny looking forward. Can't quite get it there. Now Roseburg on the attack. Danny Schmid working upfield. And with it, Schmid delivers it right for Landeros, but there's taken away by the Cavemen. Players getting tangled up there. Perez and Familio. Perez with it right now, trying to shield the ball. Familio trying to tap it away from him. Danny Jacobo. They like putting him to work on the set pieces. Punches it upfield. Hires comes out to meet it. Action going on in front of that. Goes down in the corner. Whistle blowing on the play. We'll see what this is about. They stop the clock with 34 minutes left to go in the second half. And they're going again. Ball caught in the middle of traffic, trying to poke the ball in toward the net. And from the look of things, we're going to have a corner kick. A rarity in this match tonight. Once again, I believe that's going to be Jacobo. He's going to feed it into Towns. Drew's going to kick it across the face of the goal. He was looking over the direction of Branson Young. They couldn't connect. Let's see if I can't get this back more in sync here. There we go. Ball in the air. Drew Towns battling for the ball. And they're going to give the free kick to Grants Pass. Here's the kick. Bounces up high. Over to the right it goes. Jonathan Perez trying to get there in time. That'll be a goal kick for Roseburg. Thank you to Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less in Southern Oregon for over 30 years of sponsorship with Table Rock Sports. Great community partners. If you shop at Sherm's, they will save you money. There to meet the goal kick for Grants Pass, Stratton Dennis. Now a little action. Player goes down. That looks like that is Tyson Jewett. Jewett down on his hands and knees. Familio having a conversation with the HR. There have been no yellow cards issued in this match thus far. And whatever the cause of the contact may have been, looks like a foul call, but nothing in the eyes of the official that merits a booking. Branson Young. High short kick out of there. Roseburg with the throw. And now we have a substitution in. Number 9 is the freshman, Brady Faulkner. He's one of 2 freshmen on this varsity roster. Dennis there. Throw in. Header there by Dennis. Jacobo working. Grant's pass. Trying to get possession. But all for naught as Will Matea gets ready to kick it out. The ball deep. Looked like they're going to try to cross it there for Lowry. But cleared out. Grant's pass throw into traffic, looking in the direction of Young. Ball bounces around and out. Grant's pass with it. That's blocked by Roseburg. In the match for Grant's pass, Terrence Blair's number 3. He was in that last little bit of action there. Now kick warded to Grant's pass. Danny Jacobo getting ready to set that up. Here comes the boot. Nice and high. And I tell you what, that was on frame. A whistle blowing in the net. Hires, goalkeeper, getting set for the kick. Cole Kitka back there, and it looks like he might just take care of it, and he will. Ball bounces out around the 50-yard line, and it goes out for an Indian throw. Upline throw. They're looking for Hobson. Well, that'll land out of bounds. Roseburg throw in. Grant's pass winning it. Bost with a couple of touches. Kick it upfield from Young. Around the horn it goes, and there's Blair with a nice kick upfield. Jonathan Perez. And now it'll be a throw in for Roseburg. Perez with the header. Blair as well. And quick whistle blowing. Coming in for the Indians, Marcus Lobo, senior defender, wearing number 22. Trey Brown was there on the ball for a moment. Nice little kick there from Alexander Howard. Little back heel action. Aaron Familio sends it right. Kick toward the middle, but broken up by Grant's pass. Hobson there onto the ball, being chased by Familio. Now it's to Hulst. Hulst sends it left side. Now upfield for Hobson. Hobson there, a little contact and collision between he and a Roseburg defender. They're in the middle of the turf. Now working it right side. Perez with it. Perez weaving through traffic. Sends it middle. High kick in the air. Bost. I think had it been an American football game, I think that one had enough distance on it. It could have been a good 50-yarder. The result, Indian goal kick. Toward the middle of the pitch, Perez there. Now popped up in the air. That's Hulse trying to control it, but the Indians have it now. Now we got a foot race to the ball. Young getting back there defensively for Grant's pass. Indians with the throw. Grant's pass recently had a corner kick, and I believe that may have been their first of the match. I don't think the Indians have had any yet that I can recall. Throw in. There a kick. Blocked nicely by the Grants Pass defense. They'll try to send it upfield. Running onto it there for the Indians is Samuel Kruger. Has it taken away. Hobson. 3 cavemen gathered around the ball. Landeros has it down for Grants Pass. Being contested by Lowry. There's Young with the takeaway. Bost, and they're going to call the foul against Young with the what, who, me response. AR, likely, yeah, you. Didn't look like anything too terribly eventful, but enough to warrant the foul call and the free kick. Line drive kick, diving out there to punch it out is Matea. And it looks like Landeros is going to go ahead and serve up the corner kick. Kick high in the air. Yeah, through traffic, and he scores. The Roseburg Indians untie the knot and make it a 1-0 match. So the set piece results in a goal. We should show you the replay on it. Ball kicked high in the air. I believe that might have been Familio on the score. And so Roseburg breaks out on top, 1-0. Ball bounces upfield. Pateo will pick it up. As Brady Faulkner, there for a little bit of token pressure. Indian throw in. Familio from Brown. Now Brown's going to pop it up high. Landeros trying to get there for the Indians. Landeros tries to weave past Bost, but Bost on the takeaway. And they're going to make him do that again. Grants Pass now looking for the equalizer. Cleared out defensively. Perez trying to get there. Blair watches it go out of bounds. Now he'll get set to throw it in. Ball comes back to Blair. Blair's going to go ahead and a little diagonal kick toward the middle of the field. Holst is over there. Sends it left. Bost trying to bring it upfield. Foul and a free kick for the Indians. Familio. Big boot over to the right side of the pitch. Getting there, that looks like it's Towns. He'll go ahead and speed up the left side. A little pushing and shoving, a little extracurricular activity off the pitch. And a yellow card. Not that it's the worst I've ever seen, but definitely with all that contact out of bounds, at least for what it's worth, and it's not worth much, I would have to say it was a good call. Coming on for the Indians, we have number 24, which we don't have on the roster that I printed up earlier today off of OSAA. So my apologies to the family of number 24, should his family be watching. I just have no idea who it is. Here we have a free kick awarded to Roseburg on the yellow card issued. Almost certain that's Jacobo taking care of the set piece. And looks like a little discussion going on between the head referee and the Roseburg bench. Jacobo, the big boot, hires, ends up tipping it up high in the air. Ball remains in play. And there, a little slide tackle there by Bost. Ball still in the field of play. Towns with it, settles it, tries to go left. Broken up by the Indians, and they're on the move. Over on that side, Drew Towns. About midway now through the second half. Roseburg just getting on the board. Caden Haynes checking in for Grants Pass. Also in the game, Errol Paredes. Header in the air by Drew Towns and Grants Pass. Still plenty of time left. We saw a lot of frenetic activity. The last match I called was the match between the Cavemen and South Medford. There was a flurry of scoring late in that match. Different circumstances, though. Towns going to send it back to his keeper. Matea up the left side. Kicked away, and now that bounces out. But there, good work defensively by Caden Haynes. Haynes with the heads-up play to back his keeper. Indians with the throw. And checking in will be Tyson Jewett. Jewett returns. Coming out, Marcus Lobo. Indians would like to make this a 2-0 match. Throw in. Stratton Dennis back there. Upfield to Holst. Holst will send it right. Ball takes a couple of nasty hops, and here's Haynes to try to settle it, but it is taken away. And now here, number 8, I believe that is Alexander Howard. Howard off his left foot that ends up behind the net. Mateja upfield. There for Roseburg defensively, Zeke Lander. Now bouncing kick, and Hires getting to it. Nearest Caban to the ball was Josh Holst. All taken out of the air. Towns with it. Holst trying to work through traffic. Ball bounces back. Matea scoops it off the turf. Gives it a good high kick off to the right, and that'll sail out of bounds. Looked like that might have went off the right side of his foot there. On the throw-in, Haynes on the play. Hulst. Familio, they're on the play. It don't sound like a train horn or maybe some kind of truck horn real close to us. No telling. Everybody out here in attendance seems pretty nonplussed by it, so we will do likewise. Matea directing traffic. Telling Haynes, yeah, I'll take care of this one. He'll kick it up. There's Branson Young. It goes just over his head. I'll call the foul against Young. And he says, you pushed. Young begs to differ. Familio delivers it right. Faulkner over there. And now they'll try to work through there. Looks like that is Howard over there in the middle of that for Roseburg. And now a foot race to the ball. Hulse trying to get back there. And a little bit of contact there. And Roseburg with the clearance. Last touched by an Indian boot. And it'll be a Grant's pass throw in. Ball high in the air. But it takes its dive. And just enough time for Hires to get there. He'll kick it up way high. And Grant's pass trying to meet it. Now here's Haynes. Haynes to his right. Perez has it taken by Jewett. Here's Howard. Howard, a little bit of fancy footwork. He'll settle it for a moment. Sends back to Brown. He tries to switch it. Free kick for Familio. Over to the right, Grant's pass. Setting up a couple of four-man walls over to the right. Well, really what you have to the left is more of an honest-to-goodness wall, and then you have a string of about 4 players on an even line. Familio bounces in and out of the arms of Matea, but Grant's pass is there. They're going to try to go ahead and run it up out of the back, and last touched by the Indians. Indian throw in. Towns there, clears it away. Branson upfield. Young goes ahead, sends it right. And now trying to run onto it is Holst. But having less distance to travel, Hires is there, and he'll go ahead and kick it out. Ball upfield. Looks like Lowry over there, I believe. Bost with a couple of touches. Over to his left. Can't connect with Towns. We welcome back Lippert's Carpet One of Medford and Grants Pass, State Farm agent Rory Wold of Medford, and Crater Car Wash in the Rogue Valley. We thank you for partnering with Table Rock Sports again in 2025. 3 great additions to our sponsor roster. Traffic there, Jacobo and Jewett colliding. Free kick awarded to Grants Pass. Dennis with the long kick downfield, but there with the header. Hard to tell, that might have been Familio back there that got a head on it. Paradis shaking the defender, but there's Trey Brown for Roseburg. Jacobo, little diagonal kick, and there is Holst. And now a kick upfield. That one's going to be off to the left by Towns. Goal kick here with just under 10 minutes left to go in the match. Roseburg goal kick. If this result holds, it'll be win number 3 on the season for the Indians. They won against North Medford about 9 days ago. Lowry with the ball, taking it Familio. And now Brown, actually Young trying to work it upfield. Checking in for Roseburg, Brady Faulkner. Faulkner will come in. Alexander Howard gave him some good minutes, will come out. Throw in, running onto it there. Haynes. Now toward the middle of the pitch. Kick way high. And a yellow card issued to Branson Young. So Young will make his way to the Grants Pass bench. Come out for a little bit of cool down time. Looks like we'll have Huffaker coming on. No, actually, Boersma. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. So that's stop play for a little bit. Play resumes. Trying to get there on the ball is Cashel Bost. Off his feet for the Indian throw. Here's Trey Brown. Ball in the middle of the pitch. Towns there. Connects to Holst. Holst can't keep control on the heavy touch. And now that kick just a little. That pass just a little bit behind Boersma. Haynes will do the throw in for the Cavemen. Ball in the middle of traffic. Towns trying to get there. Over in the corner. A lot of gamesmanship going on out there. And I mean a lot of it. If you kind of watch the game within the game, you see some interesting things in terms of trying to jockey for the ball and maybe try to now, of course, the ball ends up down at the, and we're over on what would be the visitors' side of the stadium. And I think Dan, our cameraman's about the only person on this side of the stadium. Looks like we've got a spectator over here to go ahead and take care of that and retrieve the ball. Familio, big kick downfield. Little collision. Kitka there along with Holst. Free kick for the Indians. Would love to, for the Roseburg, for Grants Pass. It's been a long day, folks. Grants Pass has the free kick. They're going to try to tie it up. That's what I'm trying to say. And the brawl wide of the frame. Maybe I need to head down to Dutch Bros and get some Dutch Bros in me. Young will return for Grants Pass. He'll come on for Haynes. Roseburg, line drive kick up the field. Paradis taps it back for Matea. Boersma with the ball. Perez deflected, but Perez there, and now he'll send it back to Matea. His kick up the middle of the field, taken by Roseburg. Huffaker with the takeaway, and he'll quickly run the other direction. Looks like Schmidt over there for Roseburg. Now here's Young. Young up the middle of the field. Hires there to corral it. It remains a 1-0 match with 4 minutes and change to go. Looks like that match between North and South ended up in a 2-all draw. I'll kick it up the middle. Jacobo there. Sends it right. Now here's Boersma with it. Look, he's looking like he's trying to cross it over in the direction of Young. And now it'll be a corner kick for the Cavemen. Appreciate Dan Hartwell. He's actually, with the camera, has a better view on that than I do. They're in the middle of the pitch. They're in traffic. And did he score? What happened here? Let's see what this is all about. It still says 1-0 on the scoreboard. Maybe a possible foul inside the box. And it will be a penalty kick for the Cavemen. So opportunity to tie this one up. Josh Holst. Gonna try to make a senior night memory here. Actually, 3:32 left to go on the match. Working against Hires. Here's the kick. And he scores. A goal for the Cavemen and Josh Holst to tie it up at 1. Let's watch that kick again from Josh Holst. He comes up with the equalizer with 3:30 left to go on the match. He just lines that up, goes right with it. Beyond the outstretched arms of Martin Heiser, and now Grant's Pass trying to take it away and trying to get something going here. Now the clock, our display clock, and I'm just going to shut that off for a moment. 3:12 left to go in the match. I'll just give you the time cues as they come along. And now a steal by Grant's Pass. Branson Young with it, working 1v1. There with the defense for Roseburg is Zeke Lander. And it'll go out of bounds for the goal kick. That'll give me an opportunity to update things, and I'll fire that up once we hit 2:45, which we just did. So the clock running with 2:39. Josh Holst tying it up for the Cavemen. Schmid with the ball. Kick upfield. Batea. Kick high in the air. Familio with it. Now Young. That's deflected away, but it bounces in the direction of Jacobo. Jacobo going to send it left. Good looking opportunity there. Gets just beyond the keeper, and he scores! Let's look at that goal, go-ahead goal by the Grants Pass Cavemen. There's Jacobo with it. Sends it left. In the middle of traffic. There's Branson Young there. Branson Young. You know, he's been working that midfield area most of the match. And he gets the opportunity. And he puts his team ahead. So actually 1:55 left to go on the match. Done too many college matches. I'm too used to The clock just never stopping. Ball bouncing around. And Boersma trying to fight for it. Also there is Zeke Lander. Tall defender wearing number 23. So that's the thing with these soccer matches. You got to hang around because you just never know. And those who have stuck around have gotten treated to plenty of drama here. And now it's Towns with it. Defense by Roseburg, good for denying that. Ball kicked away. Judging by the body language of Hulst, it's going to be a throw for Grants Pass. Meanwhile, let's let you know, discover the vibrant lifestyle at Twin Creeks Retirement in Central Point. Enjoy spacious apartments, gourmet dining, and enriching activities in a welcoming community. Learn more at twincreeksretirement.com. So we're in the waning moments. Roseburg trying to get the equalizer here late. Clearing it away for Roseburg. Now the countdown begins. And the Cavemen take the 2-1 victory. Well, I'll tell you what, we've had some good highlights here in the second half. So let's show them to you. It was knotted up at halftime, 0-0. But that changed. Roseburg, and again, I believe this was their first corner kick of the match. Well, it's deep there in the defensive third. Familio there. He finds the path. And the Indians end up making it a 1-0 ball game. Then Holst comes along, gets an opportunity late to tie up the match. Penalty kick. Very physical, not dirty, but physical match this evening. And here, Holst on the PK is going to send it right against Tyers. Finds the corner. And that will tie up the match. But as time winds down, Grants Pass on the attack. Branson Young, who had earlier gotten a yellow card. Jacobo sending it upfield. Holst, and then there to finish is Young. And that would make the difference as Grants Pass takes the 2-1 victory. So with the win, Grants Pass ends up with their 4th victory of the year. They go over the 500 mark. And the Indians go to 2-8-2. Well, that'll wrap up tonight's coverage of tonight's match, where your final score is Grants Pass 2 and the Roseburg Indians 1. We'll wrap it up here for executive producer Joe Brett and my cameraman Dan Hartwell. This is Jim McCoy saying thank you for joining us and have a great night.